expectation, because your parents expect many things from you. If you are successful in your life, your parents will be happy, and your parents send you in this coaching or in the school or in the institutions. Their purpose is and their expectation is you will be successful, and if you can be successful, their expectation will be filled up. So as a teacher, I would like to actually encourage you, motivate you to be perfect in life. Understand? And the time of this life is very short. The time of this world is also very short, because one day we have to leave this world and we have to go to the next world. That means the time and the moment of this world is very short. But this time is very valuable, because within this short time depends the happiness or sorrowness of your next life. Understand? That means if you are capable to use the time of this world properly, according to the rules of your religion, then you can be successful in the next world. But if you don't give the value of time, if you don't make the proper use of time, and if you are not capable actually for this society, family, and in this world, then it will not bring positive result for the next world. That means you will be unsuccessful in both worlds. So as a teacher, I would like to be your, actually I would like to be your not only superior, I would like to be your motivator, encourager. So in this case, I would like to say, actually we should respect our parents, teachers, and we should think deeply about our future life. Life is very important. The time of this life is very important. And if you think that it will be possible for me, then you can be successful. But if you think that I cannot do this work, you cannot do. That means the main thing is, if you think that it is possible for me, that means you have to have proper expectation, proper thought, proper actually motivation in you, then you can be successful. And we have written a poem named Paribona, has been written by Kali Prasanna Das. Paribona ekotati boliyo na ar keno paribona taha bhabo ekbar পাপ জনে পারে যাহা তুমিও পারিবে তাহা পারো কিনা পারো করো যতন আবার একেবারে না পারিলে দেখো শতবার. That means if you try again and again, that means 100 times if you try, you can be successful. And if you think that if I actually run in this way, then you can be successful. Of course, you should select that way. In that way, if you actually work, and if you work steadily, you can be successful. That means we have also read a story, Slow and Steady Wins the Race. Have you read the story? Slow and Steady Wins the Race. That means tortoise and
The rabbit.
Tortoise and
Rabbit.
we have read that. That means if you walk slowly, no problem. You can walk slowly, no problem. But you should not stop your walking. You should not stop. You should not stop yourself. You have to work all the time. Then you can reach to your goal one day. And as you are the SSC examinee, so actually in future time you have many duties, you have many responsibilities. And an English poet has written in one of his poems, "The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promised to keep, and the miles to go before I sleep, and the miles to go before I sleep." This is the last fourth line of this poem. In these lines, the poet has told that the woods are lovely, dark and deep. That means one day a poet is walking in the forest. At that time, the time was wintry. That is winter season. At that time, he has found some woods, and the woods look like very fine. So the poet has told that the woods are lovely, but the forest is very deep. The forest is very dark. So the poet has told that the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promised to keep. That means I have many responsibilities. I have promised. That means we make promise. Suppose To your parents, it is not necessary to make promise. To your family members, it is not necessary to make promise. Because as you are a child, that means you have ultimately some responsibilities to your parents. If a person become husband, he has ultimately responsibilities to his wife. If a person become father, he has ultimately responsibilities to his children. If a person become child, he has ultimately some responsibilities to his parents. If a person become the general person in this world, he has also some responsibilities to the Almighty. That means we cannot avoid our duties. It is impossible to avoid our duties and responsibilities. We have many responsibilities. So the poet has told that miles to go before I sleep. That means you have to complete your responsibilities before going to sleep. You have to complete your all the responsibilities before going to sleep. And this line has been used 2 times in this poem. Miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. That means the poet would like to say that in the first sleep means the general sleep, physical sleep. That means after walking all day long, you become tired. To remove this tiredness, we sleep. But whenever the poet has used again this word sleep, at that time he has used the death. That means one day we have to sleep forever. One day we have to sleep forever. Do you know forever? That means permanently we have to sleep one day. And before going to that sleep, that means before death, you have to complete your responsibilities. Understand? Actually, as I am telling everything in English, so you may find some words unknown, and at that time you may not understand fully, but I think you can understand actually what I am telling. You can understand what I am telling, because actually Bangla is my mother tongue. I of course respect my mother tongue very much, but we cannot avoid English language. English is an international language. It is a very demandable language. We have to learn it. We must learn it. Without learning English, you cannot expect to get a better job and a better salaries. Understand? If you would like to get a good job, if you would like to actually go to the highest peak of success, of course you have to be expert in English. You have to be expert in writing and also in speaking. If you can express your feelings in English, then you can expect to get a good job and a better salaries, and also you can communicate with the persons of the whole world. That means you can make international friendly relationship with the persons of the whole world. Otherwise, if you don't know good English, if you don't know standard form of English, you cannot reach to the highest peak of success. So as a teacher, as you are my student, so I would like to motivate all of you actually to be conscious of this matter and to give the value of time and to learn English appropriately. Okay, appropriate pronunciation, and that means you have to speak without any pause. Do you know pause? That means without any intermission. You have to speak. Okay, as you will appear at SSC examination, so you have to be conscious of this matter. After getting, and from now you will give the value of time of every second. Okay, and in the examination center, of course, before going to the examination center, before the night of examination, you will take everything. You will check everything, pen, pencil, entry level, everything is okay or not. You have to check. Okay, and after going to the examination hall, you have to read the question paper properly. Then you will answer all of the questions. There may many questions be uncommon. But don't be frustrated. Don't be disappointed. Don't be indifferent. I have taught you these words: indifferent, disappointed. That means don't be anxious. Don't be worried after getting the question paper. There may have some questions uncommon, but you have to think deeply and you have to answer slowly. You have to think and write. Okay. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much.